Hello, hello. We are continuing with our Red Hot Chili Peppers stroll, little journey down the misty covered memories of their discography, sepia tones from another age. And it's the ninth studio album, Stadium Arcadium. This one. Stadium Arcadium. It's so big. That's what she said. Originally released May the 9th, 2006. It is 122 minutes, 19 seconds long. Considering like the old average double album in the old days would have been about 90 minutes, 88, 90 minutes. 122 minutes seems, excessive. It is excessive. I find it really hard going. Anyway, back to the story. After the success of By the Way, the band reconvened at the mansion. They went back to, was it Harry Houdini's mansion, where they recorded Sex, Sugar, Blood Magic. And with their producer, Rick Rubin, again, still at the, still driving the desk, they created this. I really don't know what to say. Oh dear. When it first came out, I avoided it. I heard Danny California, which I think is the best song on the album. I really do like that as a song. Continues the story of Danny, who we hear from By the Way, and I'm sure it's on a few other songs as well, but I can't remember at this point. I really like that single, and like the I liked the video. I thought the video was cool because it shows the band kind of doing a history of rock, various versions of themselves, from Buddy Holly to the Pistols and beyond, until they get to themselves. And I really like that video. I thought it was very inventive and fun, and the song's fun. Again, it's about the character Danny California, who I think it's Californication is the first point. I think it's 3 songs. I think it's Californication, then By the Way, then this. That's it. Should have got my brain in order before I turned on the camera, but I've turned it on. Everything goes out of my ear, and I just go like that. Anyway, it is a double album. It's a double album. It's a quadruple album. It opens with Danny California, the lead single, which I really enjoy. I like that song. And you have Snow Hey Hey, which is also a single. Again, a lot of this stuff, I listened to it again. This is like the 3rd time I've heard it. I can't give up 122 minutes of my life on this. I can't do it. I get nothing from this record. I really don't get it. I don't get it. I wish I did get it, but I don't get it. I really don't understand it. And it's not that it's not that it's bad. Again, I was listening to it today. I just finished listening to it. It's not that, my whole morning was dedicated to this bloody record. It's not that it's a bad record. It's not that the songs are bad. I think it's an incredibly good sounding record. I think in terms of production and sound of the band, this is probably the best that they sound. It's got this space. There's an airiness to it that you don't often get. I think a lot of the funk stuff is kind of been dropped. It goes a little bit rock. It's quite mellow, actually. I think this is of all this stuff, it's probably the most mellow. It's kind of almost laid back. And I think that's the problem. I think it's probably a little bit too relaxed. I think they needed some tension. Maybe they're all getting on too well. There's only one track. There's only one track other than Danny California, the lead single. and it's called Animal Bar, and it's on the third side of the second album, and I really like that. Probably because the bass line was the musicianship's quite interesting because Flea isn't necessarily doing what Flea does. He's been a little bit more melodic with his bass lines. Not resorting to slapping and popping. I'm sure there's a bit of that on this somewhere. If I took notes, take notes. Oh God, I do feel drained by it. That's how I felt the other times I've listened to this. It drains me. It drains me out. An album shouldn't be this long. Is there a good album in here? I don't know. There are 28 tracks in total over 4 sides. It's just going to be me moaning about how long it is, isn't it? It's just the worst thing. It's the worst thing ever. But I thought Animal Bar was quite interesting. Again, some of the playing on it, and some of the Frusciante. I eat his liver with a fine Frusciante. Frusciante. Just becomes a nonsense. The only reason he left the Chili's was just to help me out, so I didn't have to say his name again. That's the only reason he left. But yeah, the playing on it I think is really quite interesting. They do seem to be a little bit more experimental. Frusciante is using his guitar more texturally, more tonally, and I like that. And some of his solos are really quite really cool. It's just I don't think they deserve this. I think they're too good for the songs that he plays them on. The songs are pretty nondescript, and then you get this really corking guitar part on it, and it seems like the band didn't want to make pop songs, pop rock songs. I know people go, oh no, pop. But you know what? That's why bands write songs. They write songs that stick, so you can whistle them and sing along to them, and I don't think the majority of the stuff on here does that. The band are in a very comfortable pocket, just doing many songs, and it's excess. It is total excess. Oh, stop grumbling. It's the dog grumbling. The only reason I've got these microphones is so they're directional and doesn't pick up the dog complaining. But then the microphones gets the interference from the camera. I can't win. And I have to use the sound filter to filter out the noise from the camera, but you can still hear it if you've got headphones on. You still hear a slight noise. Just because of the dog. Just because I've got a dog that grumbles when I make videos. But I'm getting off the topic. It's not bad, but I don't get it. It confuses me. It confuses me as why a band would put this out as a statement, because it is just it's sprawling. There's no focus, like total focus. I don't understand why a band would do this, because it's not like it's a concept album or the album or the songs are really, each song is really strong. They're not. And it frustrates me. It totally frustrates me. And, there's Jupiter and Mars. Everybody knows that Red Hot Chili Peppers comes from Jupiter and Men Come From Mars. I think that's the title of the book, isn't it? But I don't know. I don't get it. Sometimes you just don't get it. And that's me with this album. Because it gets good reviews. Everyone likes it, and they get it. I don't. And that's what I get. I get upset when people like certain bands, and I just don't get it. And it frustrates me because I like music, and I like music. I like the Chili's a lot, but this one, I don't know. It just leaves me cold. And I play it, and it almost becomes wallpaper. It almost becomes background, like music, like something you do in a coffee shop. Maybe it was designed for that, to be just put on in the coffee shop, and people can, be on there iPads, eating a croissant with a latte, a skinny latte, listening to this, just burbling away. Maybe that was the importance of it. There's no, I don't, again, I don't. There's no playfulness in it. There's no fun. It certainly doesn't rock out. It doesn't rock like it should. It's very, very one. It has a oneness to it, in that it all just feels like one song. But that feels wrong. Saying that feels wrong too. I really can't. I want to like it, but I can't. That's the review. I really want to like it, but I can't. And the box weighs a bloody ton as well. It's oversized, so it doesn't fit in my record rack, so I have to have it on the shelf. Well, it does, but it's just kind of, I don't want to scrape the top of it, sliding it in. You never want to scrape it when you slide it in. Here's the bag on the back. And look, it's got analog recording. It's analog. Oh God, it's so unwieldy. There you go. I suppose. Wait a minute. They kind of go together, don't they? Look at that. Kind of. Almost. Or is it that way? Is it? Yeah. But so yeah, like I said, it's a double album, and I tried approaching it. I just needed to just get through it. I did my best. Interesting, because it comes with look, in one of those poly sleeves. Look, I don't need to get it out the sleeve because you can see it's black vinyl. Just have to be careful inserting it because you don't want to crumple it. You don't want to crumple up the poly bag. Remember, bad for the environment. Nothing wrong with paper sleeves, folks. And this is the Mars album. That was Jupiter, and now we're on Mars. I think Frusciante had a hot curry that night. They wanted Storm Thorgerson to design the sleeve, and he did some designs for them. They rejected it. There you go. Like I said, when I mentioned it on the live stream, I was lucky to get this because when I started, for some strange reason, having another midlife crisis, I thought I'd buy the Red Hot Chili Peppers again on vinyl, and I thought I'd go back to them. I managed to pick up one of these, relatively cheap. I think it's quite expensive now, but I don't know if it was a sellout. I don't know if they were just getting rid of them. But yeah. Anyway, I've better hold it up for the thumbnail. I've been talking about Stadium Arcadium by Red Hot Chili Peppers, which was their ninth and 10th studio album. There's enough in here for about four albums. Biddly bonk. And it was originally released May the 9th, 2006. And it would be the last album that Frusciante would ever make with the Chili's until this year. We have Unlimited Love coming out. A 15-year gap, they reckon. 15 years between things. I think it's more than 15, isn't it? I don't know. Is that right? 15? Like 16, isn't it? 2006 to 2022. That's 16. Maybe they had 15 years of recording. Oh, I don't know. It was in the blurb. I read it somewhere in the blurb. And next time, it's all different again. For there's someone else playing the guitar. There we have a new plank spanker in town on the next record. But you'll have to tune in for that. You see what I did? See, it create a little bit of a, cliffhanger for you. Keep you all intrigued. Oh, what's going on next? Oh, so yeah, you need to come back, and it'll be 2011, and that's the next one. But it will never beat Stadium Arcadium. I don't get it. I just don't. And it's not like they play bad on it. The playing's good. It's just one of those records. And it hurts me. It pains me. That pains me. I don't understand it. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's been a treat listening to this record again. I suffer so you don't have to. Yeah. And thanks for watching. There's only one more thing left to say next. Ta-da. I'm going to have a lie down now.